Hello, Wing Slayer tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Draco Knight Emblem 4 with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we fought our way into the beginning of the desert, capturing Castle Finora in record time, and dealing with a good number of the local meteor mages on the mountains. So that was pretty cool. We are getting ever closer to the Fiend Raptor. We've already dealt with his buddy, the axe guy, I forget his name, but, you know, one of the two bad guys that killed the prince and blamed our father and got us into this whole mess, essentially. Today, well, of course, we're going to fight some Draco Knights. So, let's get to it. First off, let's not forget about our brave thief back here who will one day catch up. It seems that strengths and abilities are passed down from parents to children. You'll often find that boys take up their father's traits more dominantly, while girls are more strongly influenced by their mothers. Except for two, I think. There's two families that pass down male to female, female to male, rather than male to male, female to female. But typically he is correct, yes, yes. Alright, only one more village to go to. Now, we have some Draco Knights. Now, I think my original plan to have Aaron kill a mage and get out of the way is still the right play. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll see how things go after that point. She did take a little bit of damage last turn. I think the Elfire hit her. So, she's not at full HP, and we might want to top her up before we send her to the wolves. Keeping in mind that basically all these Draco Knights have Horse Slayers, which is a guaranteed crit against riders, except for Alec, I think we learned already. Yeah, the Nihil, whatever, that's pretty cool. So Alec is actually going to get a special weapon. Yes, yes. The tile there is safe. What I'm going to also do is probably have someone lure out one or two of these northernmost Draco Knights. I think what I could do is put one person here and there who can survive a hit, obviously, and then kill them on the counter. Unfortunately, most of my cav, well, they're calves, so I don't know if I should or not risk the crits, basically. Yeah, I didn't bring down any of my, like, well, my two sword dudes and dudettes are up here, and I'm missing one of my archers. So I'm kind of missing out on some of our strength. The number is 25 base damage, which is times 2 on a crit. So 50 minus your defense. So we do know that certain cav could survive it, like Lex. He would take 26 damage, assuming they hit him. Is there anyone else I might risk? Or we could just not attack. I have a feeling they're all going to move up towards Aaron, but it would be nice. I'd like to trigger the AI to start attacking us. Just trying to think what the safest way to do this would be. So what I would like to do is have Alec, the other Al. I think I'm going to buy the Wing Slayer with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you could make it to this tile, which is out of range, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or he could stand here. This would be about right, because I kind of want him to counter with the Wing Slayer. So we stop him there. We put Sigurd, like, right here to provide support bonuses. And then if I can find someone else I want to put in that tile, then they will be in range of the other guy. This guy's also already injured a little bit. Alright. I got a plan. 2 left of Sylvia. Support bonuses go. If I'd been really proactive, I probably would have done this with Alec earlier, but I feel like this is a pretty good idea. A Nihil Pursuit Wing Slayer. Also, there's new music in this castle. I've never heard this one before. Cool. It's very Desert Oasis. Neato. Alright, and I said this tile, because this is safe, so this is dangerous. This is safe, this is dangerous. Make sure he's got the Wing Slayer equipped. We'll see how this works. I've never really tried it out much. But no horse crits. Alright, then the other person that might want to lure one over would have been Lex, I suppose. Also, if we bring Raquasis over here, she can provide some support as well. Yeah, we're going to do that. So that'll be 20% avoid and hit. Plus, this is where I'm hoping to lure them up, so we can get some more than that. And Lex, do I want to have him fight one? He will have weapon triangle, plus 20%. So 84, 64, 44, right? From support bonuses, essentially, and weapon triangle. And he's got 44 avoids, so I don't even know if they'll try. Alright, so to do this... Now, they might... I don't think they'll chase after Aaron. I think they have been chasing the closest target. And Alec will now be the closest target. So that's what we're going to do. So I want Lex to zip on over. Is there anyone else I want to move? Put Claude there. Put Aideen a little bit back. But not into a tile where she can't, like, move far, basically. Noish, I don't know how much these guys are going to help. Seeing as everyone here is a cav, but we'll move them over. I was going to, you know, activate over here, but given the layout of their deployment, I feel like this might be a better option up here. So I'm planning to dance for Lex. This tile should be safe. Yeah. You just want to have all of our firepower, because it's still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them all together. They might even outnumber us, so... Gotta be a little bit careful. So we're gonna put someone in front of the castle. I'm gonna use Jamka. Just wait there. Lewin's in range. And Talta's in range from the side. And then I just wanted to dance over Lex. So theoretically, everyone could attack. And if I set it up with Sylvia, we could get 4 additional attacks after that. So we're going to park here. We're going to take 1 attack. Oh yeah, there's some talks to do. There's probably quite a lot of them. Let's see what we get. Jeez, Azel, you look awful. What's going on? I haven't heard these guys' voices since, like, the prologue. Remember these two came down to help Sigurd in the prologue. I think this is, of course, the bad guy's brother, and then I don't know who Lex is, technically, but he's got holy blood, so... Oh, Lex, why are you looking so happy? Huh? Oh, right, my dad. Wait a second. Was his dad the guy we killed with the axe, the super axe? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Azel. It's not that I feel nothing at all about what happened. Can't be helped, right? But after all the pain and suffering Dad caused, well, he deserved to go down. Oh, you know, I've always admired you for your resilience, Lex. Just thinking about my brother is enough to make me tremble. Uh-huh. Yeah, Arvis has always struck me as quite an odd one. But he's always been a decent fellow. I still can't see him coming as our enemy. I know, Arvis has always been like a father to me. And I never even knew my real father. Problem is, sometimes he just changes. It's as if he becomes a whole different man. That's why you up and left him behind, right? There's nothing wrong with that, Azel. He's got his life, you've got yours. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Oh, I suppose you're right. Yeah, capturing the last couple castles should have unlocked quite a few dialogues. Don't worry, we'll get to them. I think most people that are paired up have a dialogue right now for some reason. And except Du and Jamka for some reason, I don't know. And Sigurd and Ira. Alright. Is there anything else we want to do? These guys, I mean, I can move them down, but they're not going to make it anywhere in time to help. And I want, well, I say that. I'm gonna basically, after the Draco Knights are done, we're gonna have to spend some turns moving people around. Because I need everyone to meet up by Castle Finora so we can do some inventory management. We're gonna be waiting on Dew for a while, is the truth. But, you know, he'll get there one day. Alright, Draco Knights for now. Focus on what's ahead of you, what's in front of you. Alright, they took the bait. Now, I certainly could have put Alec in a position where he could have been luring more than one Draco Knight in, I think. Looks like they did maybe 9 damage, I think it said. But they do get auto crits here. 19% though. Ha! Ha! No way. Freaking 19%. 19. Alright, well that's the only one that can attack. Everyone else is just going to move up. So they didn't actually all go maximum move. They tried to keep a bit of a formation. So, yeah, that was smart of them. But we might be able to thin them enough that I can rush Erin in if I heal her. Because none of them can touch her. They won't be able to do very much damage to Alec either. Like, let me just show you guys one more time. They do 9 damage per hit, but he has essentially 50, so that's 5 hits. If we can thin the herd down a bit, and boy should we be able to thin the herd down this turn. So optimally, I think we want to do a dance. How far down can we get? Maybe from this tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. So people who can canto back. People like Midir could shoot and move up. Maybe Alec could mage and move up. Lewin only, like, we're gonna work for sort of from the back forward and try to get as many kills as we can this turn. Unfortunately, we do have some leadership stars on Magorn. So who do I send after this puppy? Let's see here. I suppose Noish is like the weakest, so just get him to get an easy kill. Not that Noish is super weak, but he's just... Everyone else is better at one rounding, I think. Noish will have the least amount of damage output. So he can deal with the easy boy. And after that, I might just try to keep him out of the way. Because now I just want to make sure we get kills. Okay, so... Lewin can only make it 6 squares, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are his furthest forward tiles. Which means Talta only can hit 1. That's unfortunate. She does do a lot of damage, but she does not one-shot anything. And that was... I was thinking of trying to dance from there. We could dance from here or here. I guess dancing Talta is not very valuable because she's not one-shotting. So maybe the idea would be Jamka shoots from here, Lewin fires from here, or here, whichever I prefer. Talta attacks from here. I mean, Erin I want over here as well. Like, this is a tricky turn. This is a very important turn. Can Azel kill anything? He should be doubling, right? These guys, what kind of speed are we looking at? -5 attack speed, so he can definitely get a kill. Like, we're probably not going to be able to kill the guys that far back. So let's just pick off this guy in the corner with Azel. There's a lot of things to do. If I don't kill enough of them, we're going to be in big trouble, though. I probably should have attacked from here, so you could canto back further. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. If we die terribly, then we'll learn our lesson. We'll restart the turn. So we're gonna dance from here. So I think I want Midir, maybe. No, let's start with these guys. There's limited targets from this side. And I definitely want my archers to both kill an enemy and then get danced. 2 can play at the critical game. Alright. Talcha can't do very much. She might get an adept. If she gets an adept, we do get an extra kill, which would be nice, but it's no guarantee. No adept. So anyway, something for someone to pick off, I suppose. And Lewin... He's so fast. They can do 14 damage, but I'm gonna have him kill a full HP one, because he does a lot of damage. I might want to see if I can kill the leader here with somebody as well. I think with a dance on one of my archers, we should be able to wipe out the boss at least. Okay. Unfortunately, this combo kind of stops Aaron. Oh, but if we dance for Jamka, we can have her finish that one off. And then these guys can move further down. Yeah. So I probably want... Oh, but he doesn't have enough movement through the sand. 9 movement altogether. Because if he goes to there, I can't dance him. He could kill and move over. Or I just take one of those kills. I guess we could also dance Aaron instead. Yeah, I'd rather have Aaron moving further down because she's not weak to horse slayers. So I want to block up the majority of the targets we can with non-horse units if I can pull it off. Otherwise, we're just gonna have a huge problem next turn and people will die. Alright, we got one more that can be danced. Let's see here. Do we just go for a magic attack? Oh, she's got a steel bow! I give her a steel bow! I'm a genius! Get out of here, punk. It's a pretty dangerous spot, but... Oh yeah, Alec was the one I wanted to dance, that's right. And then... he's not going to be able to do it, so... charge him forward. Now we're in range of the boss's aura. I am gonna pop a fortify this turn, no doubt about it. I wonder if I should attack with Beowulf. No, this blocks up the only tile Alec can get to, and I definitely want Alec to attack. We could try to get to the boss, but I bet you Midir or Jamka can kill him. He's got a lot of HP and a lot of defense. He'll need to hit... He'll need to be hit twice, for sure. But, like, he's got 26 defense. How much speed does he have? Only 2 attack speeds, so Midir would get 4 attacks at 66 minus 25. That's 41, yeah. 4 attacks. He'd wipe this guy off the map. So that's definitely what we want to do down there. Maybe before we attack with Alec. Is there anyone else we want to move into dance? Lex could just attack one of these guys. Sigurd doesn't have anyone to attack. If I want to send him in... and I kind of need to get as many kills as I can. It might be safer to send Beowulf down. Not this move, but just to check out how Brave Sword works. That's actually not enough damage to 1 round. 19 times 2. Unless someone's injured. Oh, this guy's almost dead. We might use Sigurd to kill that guy. Alec can attack here. Sigurd. We'll see what this... well, we'll see what happens. Let's at least give him the option of moving in further. Okay, so we still have 6 plus a boss. Midir could kill the boss. Jamka could kill pretty much any of them. So that's like one of the ones in the corner or something with lots of HP, maybe. Erin can definitely kill any of them with her Brave Lance. That's 3. Alec could definitely kill one. But only that one or that one. So if we did like Beowulf attack or Sigurd attack and then move, then Alec could kill that one. Midir could kill the boss. We'd be down to 2 left at that point. I wonder if you can kill them with a hand axe. 20 damage, even if he doubled, which he probably wouldn't. We're probably going to be stuck leaving 2 alive, which is a little bit scary. Yeah, I don't really see any other way to get any more kills. Okay, that's the plan then. So, first up, kill the boss. I can't imagine I messed the math up, so we should be okay here. It's impossible. Don't take this personally, kid. We all gotta make a living somehow. Well, you should have protected against bows. Didn't you learn anything from the Archer Brigade that Midir's country's from? Whatever it's called, the Archer Riggin. Anyway, that's one less leader. Let's pull... Actually, no, let's keep them grouped up. He's got pretty good defense. I'm sure he can take 1 hit, but the problem is like the Kanto and 2 of them hitting the same person. That's gonna mess up everything. Sigurd could attack from there. I don't think the Javelin is a great option, even though it lets us target somebody different. I don't think he'll kill with a Jav. We're looking at 15 damage. That's 30 max. That's not enough. That's a desert tile. Even if we kill this guy, I don't think we're going to be able to move into that. Maybe Sigurd could get into that tile, which might give us 1 more kill if I could pull it off. Assuming Alec could like kill 1, move back. Sigurd could move to there, kill that one. Who else could stand on that bottom tile? Lex. Okay, Lex. Assumedly, Lex could finish this guy off. Alec kills this guy. Sigurd kills this guy. Aaron and Jamka. And then there's only 1 left, and at that point, we're fine. It's a big gamble. This is assuming Alec 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm not sure if sand tiles count as 2. Right? I bet you they count as... Or I'm not sure if they count as 1 or 2. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... No, that'd be 9, 10. He wouldn't be able to move that far anyway. Maybe sand just counts as 1. It's only the desert that's 2. I don't actually know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, okay. This should be a double attack again. Alec with the Horse Slayer is pretty OP. And now that they don't get their leadership bonuses, they have even lower chance to hit and lower evasion. I think that was a good play, getting rid of the boss. Okay. We're going to get them down to 1, I think. Assuming we can get a kill here without dying. But we're going to pull the Fortify off after this attack. Like, I'm doing the Fortify at the end of the turn, so that any damage we take on the counters gets cleared off. Also, the Tearfing is only 20 resistance, because we got 5 left from that. Can Sigurd actually do this, though? Like... How much does this thing weigh? 7 versus... oh yeah, he's negative speed. Okay. It's a double attack. On the counter, he will take 28. We could try Silver Sword. That won't get a kill, though. So it's got to be the Tierfing. Good thing I bought the Tierfing, hey? Or, well, paid all that money for repairing it. Most expensive weapon we've ever got. Also, 34% chance to hit. We can... I wouldn't want to bank on it, but we can almost expect some lucky dodges. Of these two... We'll let Beowulf go for the kill because he's at not max level. And he gets 2 chances at 100, so that's pretty good. I think we've got this, guys. It was pretty close. We didn't have a... I think this is just the minimum number of attacks to make it safe. But with only one alive, I really don't think he's one-shotting anyone. The base damage on these is just not that high. So we'll be able to heal everybody up. And we almost can clear it. Like, one more person in range, and that would have been the end of them all. So, which one do I prioritize for last? They couldn't kill Sylvia, could they? 25 damage? No, she's got more HP than they have attack. They're not doubling anything. The only ones they can hurt are 50 damage to Cav. That's 31. Who else is weak Cav? Azel would take... Yeah, anyone that's at full HP or... As long as you've got like around 10 defense, you need over 40 HP and you're probably okay. Okay. I've convinced myself that we'll be fine. Because Jamka gets 2 attacks no matter what, so this guy's dead. And he only needed 1, so it doesn't even matter. And we're also 100% sure Erin can kill 1. She can't really miss. She needs 4 hits, I think, but it doesn't matter. Plus, we'll be healing her up. Okay. Well, guys, I think we're done the most dangerous part of our episode so far. Just throwing 1,500 gold up on everybody. But yeah, everyone's healed up now. We can double check with Aideen if we want. The physics staff will only work on Claude, so not really worth doing. And can he, like, seize or something? No. I'm like, I could put someone inside the castle if that was a concern. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's just block his path to Sylvia because they like to go after the dancers a lot. Okay. Well, guys, I'm pretty happy about this. I almost had a feeling, well, I had a feeling, I did actually have a feeling that I was going to have to retry this turn once or twice because it seemed like a really large group of Draco Knights and I wasn't sure I'd be able to do it 100% safely, so. Now, they were only going to have like a 33% chance to hit, so even if 2 of them attack the same person, 2 hits at 33 is not super likely, but it could have happened. But yeah, they missed, so, they went after Raquasis, who had 16 defense. There's no way they would have killed her in 1 shot. So they did not. I think we have to give a bit of credit to Midir and Jamka on this one. Midir's a bit lower level, so I'm going to let him get the kill. Credit where credit's due. This was a great round of combat for the archers. Would have been nice to have... Bridget up there. In fact, if I was redoing this map, I'm pretty sure I would have made sure she was around before we engage this group. 3 archers, plus you could dance them. That would have been a nice combo, I think. Okay, and that's, I mean, that's pretty much everything short of going after the boss. And that's a long walk, and there's no more castles. So we're going to have to do our final... inventory management here for this chapter. And I'm going to probably do a fair bit of it off camera, but I'm going to show you a couple things before that, and then I'll sort of plan it out, and then sort of do the micro off camera, because it's going to take probably a few turns. Plus, I have to get Dew to run all the way down, and there's just some thinking that I don't want to do on camera, basically. What I'm going to do is check out the last village with Dew on camera and do all of our talks before we get into the inventory. So, there's a lot of people that want to talk. Let's just start at the top. Sigurd and Ira. We'll get there. We're doing it this turn, whether you like it or not. If we keep dancing, we'll get Sylvia to her max level one day. Hold on, Ira. Why are you still here? Didn't I task you with accompanying Shanann and Wifey to Isaac? He forgot to tell her that. Yeah, sure you did. But I feel like I always regret abandoning your army at such a crucial hour. I'm with you till the end, Sigurd. I don't believe this. If you're not going, how are you supposed to protect Shanann? Ah, of course, my pledge to my brother. Shanann has grown into a strong young man, capable of leading his own life. My work is done. He had 3 years of training. He'll be fine now. He went from spoiled little kid to spoiled little kid, but I'm tired of looking after him. But once I've seen this war through, I'll head on back to Isaac. Until then, Sigurd, I won't run away. For better or worse, I'm with you. Okay, that's some loyalty. Who else have we got? Raquasis and Beowulf. They're in here somewhere. I saw them. Beowulf. Look, Raquasis. If something happens to me, I want you to go to Leonster for me. Quan's kids are there with Finn. Help him out where I can't, yeah? No, you mustn't say such things. If I go to Leonster, you'll come with me. Raquasis, I don't think I've done right by ya. What? I knew how you really felt all along. Oh. Look after yourself, Raquasis. This was fun while it lasted. Wait, Beowulf! I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this chapter, guys. I don't know about you. It's like every couple is planning for the worst case scenario right now, and BlueAnkylo, the Let's Player, is plotting out his final inventory assignments and children inheritance. Uh-huh. Nothing foreboding. We've nearly reached the end, Lewin. But don't go forgetting that promise you made, Aaron. Of course. I'm to return to Celeste no matter what happens. Trust me, I'm not planning on dying out here. You're not going to die anytime soon either. Of course, I promise. Being with you, it's as if all my childhood dreams have come true. I'm not going to just die and waste that. I'll always be with you, Lewin. Always, no matter what. Well, Mother's still waiting for us back in Celeste. Hell, she's probably waiting for you more than anyone else. Oh, I hope that Queen ran... Wait, no, that's Mother will be proud of me. She's just all over being a princess. Ah, Aaron, you're alright. You're alright. Who's next? Talta and Azel. Don't go, Azel. They're all the girls. Every single one. Talta, you promised you would be headed for Celestia by now. I swear I'll follow you as soon as I possibly can. My voice is almost higher pitched than yours. But you cannot fight the Frege army. Do you really plan on attempting to kill your own father, Talta? Well, no, actually. Good. I don't think I could stomach the idea of you or anyone else being willing to kill their father. Look after the children for me, Talta. Everyone's had 2 kids they just didn't tell you about instantly. Azel! When did we have kids? I didn't notice. Yeah, basically, everyone's already got 2 kids somewhere. We got to see Wifey walk off with 1, so at least you know what happened to that one. And also 1 over here with Ethlyn. But there's a lot of children. There's so many children. Alright, who's next? We got Dew and... Okay, Dew and Jemka is going to take a while, but Sylvia and Claude, we'll do that one next turn. Alright, we'll just move people a little bit closer to the castle. Unfortunately, it's going to take a fair number of turns, probably. If you're looking for a low turn count, this is not what you want to do. If we're at 18 turns now, it's probably going to take me... like 10 turns to get Dew down here. And then, of course, next episode will be the actual fight. I could fly Aaron down and kill these guys. We'll probably do that. I'll try to get Aaron's stuff sorted out first, so that she can at least go down and kill these guys while I'm doing the rest of my micromanagement. So if you come back next episode and those mages are gone, I'm sure Aaron just dealt with it. It's nothing. They can't really even touch her. Alright. Where's our boy? That Lang Bolt! Right, that's the name of Lex's dad, I guess? I totally missed it. I should have had Lex fight him, but I was asking for his axe, and he didn't give it to me. That Lang Bolt's got his thugs going around and clearing out every village they can find. Good thing we kept a little bit of gold hidden away for the thief to take. So how much money has he scored after all this? Not bad, 37 grand. If you add that to Ira's, this is the gold we can pass on anywhere. A total of 37 plus 22 is like 60,000. We could have done better, but that's still a decent amount. Alright, we got one more talk for today, I think. Hey Claude, you doing okay? Yes, I'm fine, but you shouldn't still be here, Sylvia. There's nothing you can do, and you're only endangering yourself. But... Please, Sylvia, you cannot stay with me this time. But Claude, I love you. And I you. That is why I ask. No! I'm with you till death parts us. Sylvia, please, I can't allow that. Please understand. So none of the boys want the girls to follow them up into the mage line up here. They know there's going to be meteors everywhere. There's going to be javelins everywhere. There's going to be arrows. There's going to be Jolnirs. There's going to be Elf Thunders. I mean, this army looks like nothing. The Draco Knights were scarier than those guys. Okay, but all that said, that's probably as far as we're going to go in episodes. So I just want to show you, at the moment, this is what the funds look like. We're going to be moving some stuff around. Dew will promote. I won't talk to Jamka until next time we're on camera. So I'll do that live, and I'll get... But you've already seen Dew get promoted, so that's nothing special. I might promote him and see if he can beat the arena, but I don't think he can. And level 20 is good enough. That means we'll be able to give him swords. He will sell his rings, give them to other people. I'm probably going to have to give some money to Sigurd, because Sigurd, of course, being the primary lord, his child will be the primary lord next time. I would like to hand down some more stuff, and he's got no money thanks to repairing Tyrfing. I think it actually would have been smarter not to give it a full 50,000 repair. We probably could have just bought like 10 uses on it or something, or 20. But I would have had to spend some money first and then repair it. But I wasn't really thinking about that. So we have a full power Tyrfing, but it's way too much for one chapter. Other than that, well, there's not a whole lot of other stuff I'm going to do other than sort out who gets what items. And some of them need to be moved, like Noish. There's nothing Noish can pass down. So if I want to keep this javelin, and we don't get a lot of javelins, but if I want to keep it, I need to pass it on to somebody that can... Actually, there's really only one person I think that I can pass it down to. But same thing with the bows. Because Jamka doesn't have children, we've got to move the Silver Killer bow over. I want to figure out who gets what tome, like magic-wise. As much as Lewin can use all of the A or C and B rank staves, I'm not sure his kid can, although maybe. I'm pretty sure, like, almost positive that Telta can't pass down anything other than A and B rank Thunder. You know, I'll show you all that in just a second, and that's kind of the point. So, I will be doing a lot of that off camera and just going over kind of a recap next episode. But to give you an idea, let me tab over. Sorry, the music's going to disappear. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on. There's the image, and flip it over for you guys. All right, so this is kind of cool. I was working on this on my own time, and this kind of gives you a bit of an idea about what's going to be coming up in the future. And this is what all of our work towards pairing people up sort of has led to. Now, I have kind of, again, I've tried not to spoiler myself too much. This is not, so top row will be like the parent and the inheritor. Bottom row will be the child in the second generation. Same thing down here, parent to child. So lots of new names that you guys will possibly not be familiar with. The main thing the guide I was following did, it made sure that most of the kids that are combat units will have good skills and also use a weapon that they can inherit. So depending on which parents you tie up, they might not be able to pass on their weapon skills or their weapons to their children because they will have different weapon types. So like for instance, if you paired up, let me see if there's something easy here. If we paired up Rayquasis and Beowulf, for instance, so Rayquasis will always have Nana and Delmud as children, for instance. And Rayquasis' gear will always go to Nana, and her husband, whoever it is, goes down to Delmud. If, for instance, she married Lex, Delmud would not inherit any... He would still use swords, but he could not inherit any swords. And that's kind of the downside of those kind of pair-ups. So what I'm trying to do right now, and this is what's going to take a little bit of fiddling around, is to make sure I've got the correct parents given the correct equipment. I've also sort of ordered them in the join order, I think, just from what I was following. So you might think that putting stuff on Claude is kind of a lower priority than on Aideen, because this is the staff user you're going to get early on. This is a much later joining staff user. And if you're looking at the mages, we've got Seti, we've got Tinny, and we've got Arthur. He's probably joining a fair bit earlier, so maybe we want to prioritize tomes on him. Similarly, we want to put like the Paragon ring on one of the first half a dozen, because I think they'll all join fairly quick. This game definitely gives you characters pretty speedy, just like how we got them in Generation 1. So I kind of want to stick with the top row getting the majority of the equipment, and then the bottom row just making sure we inherit stuff. So that's, and I started sort of putting some in marks here what I want to pass down. I wasn't sure when I started this if Dew would be able to pass stuff down. That's why he had a sword rank of C, even though he actually has an A rank now. Or once he promotes, essentially, even though at this exact second. But that means I can give him A rank swords that he can pass to Ulster. So this means we can give the Silver Blade to one and, say, the Steel Blade to the other. And that way we're not wasting the blades. And Beowulf could give another Steel Blade to Delmud, or the Silver Sword, or whatever. There's actually a ton of sword users, so it's kind of difficult. Paddy, I believe, is the Thief, so it's not as important to give them super strong swords. Similarly, Lean will be less swordy, more dancy. This is perhaps more healer, I don't know. But anyway, I'll try to work things out. We've got sort of two bow users. Bridget's son and Beowulf's son. Not Beowulf. Where's Midir? Midir's son. I don't know how his hair turned blue. That's Lester. It's Midir and Aideen. Yeah. I guess blonde plus green is blue, right? Anyway, it's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna pass down the Brave Bow, the Killer Bow, the Silver Bow to this guy, and then this guy, assumedly, will get the Youthful and whatever spare bows, for instance. I can't pass down the Ultimate Wind Tome, so that's a big failure on my part. Normally, you'd pass down for Seti here, and then Seti would be for Seti, and he'd be super strong. But he'll have to make by with Elwind. Maybe we'll find him a Tornado Tome in the second generation. Hopefully, we can get an A-rank Wind Tome on him, but that's kind of sad. And it does look like he can use Staff Rank B, so I can pass down those here or here. Although this is the only place for A rank and star rank, I think. So that's kind of one of the main reasons for having Claude and Sylvia was so that star rank and A rank staves can pass down, because otherwise Lana would not be able to take them on, and neither would Seti. Like, I don't think anyone else inherits higher than B rank staves. So I'm kind of happy that my pairings worked out. But other than my guesses right now, I have to do a little bit of figuring on my own. We're going to still make sure we pass down the Armor Slayer, the Wing Slayer. We've got a lot of sword people, so I can give those to almost any of these three. And then they can pass them down. Plus Holin. I've got at least 4 people with 5 if you count Sigurd. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically Aaron, but not quite. 5. Also, technically 6, because you could pass down A-rank swords here. I've got like 6 people that can pass down swords. So we can easily pass all the swords down. But I think, like, we're really limited. There's no axes. There's only 2 bows. There's only 1 person with lances, and it only goes to B rank, even though Aaron can use A rank lances. So I think, like, Fee is definitely going to get the Brave Lance, the Jab, maybe 2 jabs even, just so I can pass them on. Probably the Slim Lance. Like, she's going to probably take all the lances and then maybe a Slim Sword or something just to round it out. But other people need swords. And that said, you know, Lana will get most of our B rank staves. Probably Arthur will get Azel's tomes, so I won't really have to move them around much. And that's about it. We have some like optional weapons, like I said, Horse Slayer, Thief Sword. We've got those magic swords. I'll figure out where to put all those. Some of it depends on how much money we've got. Some of it depends on how much movement. The kind of big question, and I haven't 100% decided this, is who gets the rings. Like Sylvia has the leg ring, which probably means Lean would also enjoy getting the leg ring. But you know, it looks like she might be one of the later joiners, perhaps. I mean, and we didn't get Sylvia super early either. So the leg ring is so good, maybe I still want to put it on someone that joins early so that they can get some good value out of it. And then eventually Lean can buy it later or something. So I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do think for the most part I want the main rings on like the first... Well, probably the top row basically. So depending on how much money we have, I'll try to get the Paragon, power, speed, all those things. And I will show that to you next episode. So I think that's as far as I'm going to blabber on about for now. This kind of gives you a little bit of an idea what's coming up in the future. Like I said, there are more characters in Gen 2, but these are the only ones I'm looking at for inheritance. Like, anybody that's not on this list from Gen 1 doesn't pass down anything on this playthrough, and therefore we should possibly empty their inventory. And then Generation 2 characters that are not here get their items somewhere else. Technically, we could have included Quan and Ethlin, although we already would have had to pass down their equipment. So theirs is already set in stone. Whatever I gave Quan, whatever I gave Ethlin, it's already sort of established for their children, and we can't change it. Assuming their children survive. I mean, who knows? Spoilers, man. I like the fact that a lot of the times the mother-daughter hair and facial style is very similar. Because the fathers could be random, it's not always perfect. You can see like Arthur shares Telch's hair color and his sister rather than Azel. But I do like the fact that a lot of the times they look kind of like their parents. I think that's a pretty nice little touch. Other than Lester, he's weird. But like... I think Raquasis is canonically supposed to be with Beowulf, or very nearly canonically. So the fact that Delmud kind of looks like Beowulf is probably implied. Same thing with Seti and Lewin, and because although Seti could have a different father, I think this is sort of canonical. And I don't know. So Aideen and Midir, I guess when you have a super blonde hair, you know, could anybody you match up with could darken it a little bit. And then all of Ira's children have like super dark hair. I kind of think it's cool how this all looks. So I wanted to share it with you guys for a little bit. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Back to the game for just a second here as we wrap up. So just to keep an eye on rings, Barrier Ring will probably stay on Sigurd because I don't want to have to sell it. He needs money. I'll probably use... I will definitely be using Lover bonuses and Thief transfer of gold to try to optimize who gets what. I definitely want to buy more for Sigurd, though. I don't know exactly what I want to pass down, but he can't pass down lances, so Silver Sword. I'm not sure if he gets to pass down the Tearfang. It sounds pretty much overpowered for a low-level lord, but we'll see. It would be really nice to pass down the Paragon Band, I think, on Sigurd. So if I was redoing the chapter, I think I would have left the Paragon Band for last and given it to Sigurd at the very end. so that he had more money for it, basically. And I also wouldn't have max repaired the Tyrfing. But we'll figure it out. I've got lots of interesting weapons. I think, like, Ira's children are also Swordmaster, essentially. So keeping the skill ring on her is not a big deal, really. We can leave it there. I think Aaron's set of weapons is good. We'll add some more with lances, whatever lances we've got. Talta is going to get rid of that. I think her daughter, if I look at the chart, was only thunder magic. So there's not really anything to give Talta. I'm just doing this all on camera now. Sylvia might trade the leg ring, but might hold on to the slim sword. I don't know if she even needs it. I could pass that on to somebody else. Aideen needs way more staves. Can't pass down fire, so we'll get rid of that. Bridget, this is fine. You know what? Let's just... Was that every... That couldn't have been everybody. Hold on. One more end turn. I feel like when I'm pressing R to go through with people, it doesn't actually... Like, if someone's already taken their turn, maybe it skips them or something. I just want to go through everybody once on camera, and then I'll hit it. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to talk about Noish. So Noish gets nothing. Alec gets nothing. Arden gets nothing. Midir gets all the bows, practically speaking, that aren't legendary. Lewin gets... I kind of want him to be my leftover mage, so he can pass down B rank staves. I'm going to definitely move the Pursuit Band, though, because his kid joins way too late. Well, way too late, but... Honestly, none of the children need the Pursuit Band. All of them will have Pursuit inherently, I think. I think except maybe, like, the Thief or something. And, basically, we just want to sell this off on somebody and then buy it on someone that's not a child of the first generation, because it's a great skill, but nobody needs it, actually. It's kind of weird. Silverblade, good. Azel, Magic Ring. I mean, I might just want to give this to the first kid who joins that has magic, because what else would we do with it? We could give it to somebody else that could sell it for gold, but I don't know if that's even worth it. Jamka loses his bows. Claude does get a star rank staff inheritor, but I think they join even later than Seti, so they'll get like Fortify and Valkyria, but I'll probably give these to other people. And Beowulf can pass down any sword he wants. Probably send the Brave Sword through Beowulf because he's already got it. I'll probably try to repair as much as I can as well, because I think they hold on to weapon durability through the transition. We're definitely not going to have hold on to all of this. What we can do is sell them and then pass on money so other people can buy them. And that's going to take a lot of turns of like back and forth. But that'll be the plan, is Du will pass on something to his child. But he doesn't need all this. I probably would rather have most of these things on Sigurd, although it's going to be way too much money for him. But if I could start the next tier of Lord with speed, power, defense, and double XP, that'd be pretty darn cool. And then they can sell them later on to help out buying new stuff. Or we could try to pass it on to the next gen thief, because they will have the same ability that Du has to bargain, or sorry, it actually isn't even here. But the skill to give gold wherever it comes from, the next generation thief could also be useful for specifically passing down them a lot of money to sell, basically. Raquasis, hers is weird because she can equip anything, but she's mostly A swords and C staves, so we could pass down the return staff. I'll probably mix up some of this stuff a little bit. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's as far as we're going to go. So thanks for hanging in there, folks. I will do this. As much as I just spent 20 minutes talking about it, it'll probably take me a couple hours off camera. Once I'm settled, we will do our final episode of the chapter, hopefully, and attack Rector. I don't think there's too much more to do, though. And just for reference sake, we're at turn 20. It's probably going to take 10 to 20 turns for me to sort this out. But I'll probably kill these mages off camera. It's no big deal. And I will see you when I come back. I don't really expect to do any arena-ing, but I might just test out a couple things. But I think probably we're about as grinded out as we're going to grind. I'll save the discussion for next episode, and then that's that. So, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed. And I'll see you next time for the possibly final episode of Generation 1. Spoilers.